Hey guys, what's going on? Darren here, and welcome back to the F1 22 My Team Career Mode. This time, we are at Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. If you haven't checked out the last round, go back, go check it out. The Bahrain Grand Prix was an incredible race. As you can see, we finished in 3rd place in the Grand Prix. Our teammate Prost finished in 6th place, and things are looking very good for Renault Pulse Motorsport. We currently have the fastest car in Formula 1, and with the tyre wear mod increasing the number of stops, these races are just going to get even more intense and even more crazy. Guys, we're going to, just before we dive into qualifying, we are just going to take a quick look and look at this. We can put on an ultimate engine upgrade in time for the next race at Melbourne. It doesn't matter if we rush it or if we do the standard upgrade, we're going to get the upgrade on in time for Melbourne, potentially anyway. So we're going to go for the standard upgrade, and we are going to try and get our first ultimate upgrade in this Renault Pulse Motorsports car. So we're going to be diving now into qualifying, and if you haven't seen the last round, we've actually reduced it from the long qualifying format to just a short one. 2 reasons: number 1, I can get through it a lot quicker, and number 2, because of this tyre wear mod, it's very difficult to actually get through a long qualifying session without using all your tyres, and you do need the soft compound tyres for the races. So yeah, that's kind of why we're doing the short ones. Maybe I'll do the long ones at some point if you guys want to see me go back to the long one. It may make the races a little bit more interesting because of course we're going to start the races with very worn soft tyres, but yeah, I think it could potentially create a risk that I don't really want to get into, where we're going to end up with like 3 or 4 stop races. So yeah, that's why we've gone for the short form qualifying. And as you can see, this is our first qualifying lap here in Jeddah, and you can see we're on a good one so far. We're pulled away a little bit from the Mercedes behind, although I'm not sure if the Mercedes is on a cool down lap after setting his first fastest lap here in qualifying. So you can see, yeah, we're going through this section. I don't really remember what we did in Season 2. I know it was a pretty good time, but I don't really remember off the top of my head what it is, unfortunately. But you can see as we go now into the chicane. We run way too deep. We miss the apex. We run very deep. And that there is going to cost us at least 3 or 4 tenths of a second. At least. Maybe even half a second. Because you get a bad run through there. And then because you get a bad run through there, that carries all the way down to this hairpin. But you can see now as we exit the final hairpin, we at least get a good exit, and it's a run to the line, and we're going to set a 131.1. I do think that might have been slightly slower than last season. But you can see here as we did go again, we actually spun the car around and managed to hit the wall. So yeah, we've damaged the front wing. We've also damaged the rear wing, which means that we're going to have a very long repair time when we do get back to the pits. And look at this now. We did repair the car at the end, and I made a mistake, guys. I made a silly mistake. As you see there, I thought I selected the second set of soft tyres, because obviously we damaged the car. We only had time to do a second run. And, well, I thought I set a fresh set of tyres, and I didn't. And so you can see as we're going out, I'm actually not aware right now that I'm on a used set of tyres. I kind of thought, like I said, that I went on a fresh set of tyres. So you'll see very quickly though, I do realise that, yeah, these are not the right tyres, because as we go into here, we just understeer off the circuit. And you can see as we go through these corners, I kind of realise at this point that, yeah, something's not right. So, yeah, you can see that we take a look, and yep, we have got 20% used tyres on. So, yeah, that is the end of our qualifying. It's time now for the Grand Prix.
We're here today on the shores of the Red Sea in the lower Hijaz Mountains to visit one of the newest circuits of the Formula 1 calendar. We're in Jeddah, home to what we all hope is going to be a thrilling Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position. edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Prost, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Ocon and Lewis Hamilton, Schwartzman, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen and Mick Schumacher, Joe, Bennett, Teo Pourchaire and Yuki Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Albon and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race.
Nicholas Latifi there, just a casual 1 second off of Alex Albon. Anyway guys, as you can see, it's going to be another 2-stop race here today. 1 stop is not possible. A 3-stop is possibly on the cards, but it's unlikely. We may need a safety car at a wrong time for that. But we are going to go for the 2-stop. We are going to start on the medium tyres. Everyone around us is on softs. And it's lights out and away we go. And we get off to an okay start. Given that we started on the medium tyres as opposed to the soft tyres, we only lost 1 place there. And going into turn 1 there, we went to try and go down the inside on Zhou Guanyu. Thankfully, it was only wheel-to-wheel contact, so we didn't damage the front wing there. You can see we're taking a quick look to see if we did damage the wing. But thankfully, we didn't do it. And now into the left-hander, we're going to go for a move down the inside of Tsunoda. Can we do anything about it? No, we can't. We've got to settle in behind Yuki Tsunoda there. Lance Stroll was going to go for a move, but thankfully, he was not able to find a way past us there. So Stroll, he also slots in behind us. So yeah, we are down in P17. Not the best starts, it has to be said. We have the fastest car currently in F1, so we do need to try and take full advantage of the fact that our car is the fastest and use that to try and get up and get into some good points here today, because I do think points are possible. We made a mistake in our qualifying lap, as you saw. We run very deep into that chicane and that cost us a lot of time. And then because I forgot to set a fresh set of tyres, you know, we weren't able to do anything about the fact that we made a mistake in our first lap. So there's a lot of places to make in this Grand Prix, because I do think we have a faster car than 16th place. I do think we have a car that is easily fast enough for a top 5 finish here today. It's just a matter of us trying to get it. And we go down the inside there, and Yuki Tsunoda, a late braking move down the inside on Tsunoda. We make it stick. And through we go up to P16. Tsunoda thankfully didn't damage his front wing in that one. So yeah, thankfully all went well with that. And as we go now to the end of lap number 2, as you can see, Kevin Magnussen and Pierre Gasly, they were going wheel to wheel. And that means that Zhou Guanyu is going to get a terrible run out of the final corner. And we're going to go right around the outside of Zhou Guanyu. Can we make it stick? No, we can't, because we break way too early there. I broke, I think, at about 150 meters there. But thankfully then we were able to get past Zhou Guanyu with a bit of an aggressive pass on him. But yeah, we broke at about 120, 150 meters, because yeah, I kind of thought that was a 100 meter board, and well, it wasn't. It was a 150 meters board, so I did get a little bit confused there, which was my bad. But in the end, we did find a way past him. And speaking here of cars going slowly, here is Kevin Magnussen. Look at Magnussen here. He is going so slowly, and we're going to go right around the outside of Kevin Magnussen. Can we make it stick? Yes, we can. We go the long way round, and we find a way right around the outside of Kevin Magnussen. So that is us now up to P14 in this Grand Prix. I don't know why Magnussen was going so slowly there. I don't know if he had some front wing damage maybe from contact with Pierre Gasly. But yeah, regardless, we were able to fly right around the outside of Magnussen. I mean, another thing which it could be is the soft tyres. Of course, the guys all starting on soft tyres. Those softs are going to be wearing out very quickly. They're only supposed to be able to do about 4, maybe 5 laps. So, getting towards the end of lap 3, these softs are running out of grip, and down the inside we go. We go straight past Pierre Gasly, and that is us now up into 13th place. And yeah, I do think it is a case of that. Those softs, they have run out of grip already. So I am glad I didn't start on those tyres. And look at this now. We've caught up to the back of Mick Schumacher and Robert Schwartzman. And we are much faster than these guys. We are so much faster on these medium tyres. And now we've got the DRS, and we're going to use the ERS and slipstream, and we're going to go down the inside on Schumacher. Yes, we do. Straight down the inside on Schumacher. Like candy from a baby. He has no grip at all. And look at this here. Actually, Robert Schwartzman and Esteban Ocon are diving into the pits. So they're in at the end of lap number 4. And we are now up into P10 with Lewis Hamilton just in front of us. Lewis Hamilton, of course, in these first 2 seasons has yet to win a race in My Team Career Mode. Can he do it at some point this season? I was going to say today. It's pretty unlikely that he's going to win today. But yeah, can he win a race at some point here in Season 3? You would like to hope so, but it doesn't look very likely, at least so far, because look at this. Hamilton is coming under threat from us, and Hamilton cuts across us there, forces us to jam on the brakes. Yeah, that was a bit of a dangerous move there by Hamilton, coming back across us. Thankfully, we didn't damage our front wing, and later on in that lap, here we go, right around the outside. Hamilton can do nothing about us, and through we go, and that is us now up to P9 here in Jeddah. But as you can see, quite a lot of cars now are diving into the pits to make their first of 2 scheduled stops. So into the pits they go, and through we go then up to P4 here in Jeddah. And that is us now up to 4th place. Next up is Lando Norris. And as you can see, he's got to the end of lap number 6. We caught up to the back of Norris now. And Norris is going to be diving into the pits. Yes, he does. In comes Norris and Perez and Carlos Sainz. And through we go, and sets a fastest lap in the process. But through we go now to take the lead of this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, please do smash the like button down below. And, well, before we get into that, Lance Stroll is out of the race and the safety car has been deployed. Safety car is out, and that is for Lance Stroll breaking down. Let's have a look. Is there any incidents to help justify the safety car? No, it just looks Lance Stroll has broken down and is out of the race. So that is the end of the race for Lance Stroll. Safety car is out, and we're going to be coming in now for a fresh set of soft compound tyres. And this is going to work beautifully for us, because thanks to this safety car, we are not going to lose a lot of time that we otherwise would have lost. And anyway, guys, just as I was saying, if you are enjoying this video, please do smash the like button down below. And if you haven't already, of course, subscribe to the channel for more F1 content. We've got a lot more F1 content coming you guys' way. So be sure to be subscribed for much more of that. And anyway, as we get back to this race now, we come out in 9th place. And as I was saying, you know, thanks to that safety car, we haven't lost out to the likes of Ocon and Schwartzman and Hamilton that we could have otherwise lost out to. Should we have pitted when we were supposed to under green flag running. Anyway, now we do get the race back underway. And we're going to go straight down the inside on Daniel Ricciardo. Can we make it stick? Yes, we can. Through we go past Daniel Ricciardo. And that is us now up to P8 here in Saudi Arabia. Next up is Lando Norris, who is in 7th place. And as you see, we're getting closer and closer to Norris. Norris is going to block the inside. We're going to have to go the long way round. Right around the outside of Lando Norris to go. But Norris is light on the brakes. He hits Carlos Sainz. Forces Sainz to lock up. That pushes us wide, of course, as well. Because Sainz, he locked up and went right onto where we were supposed to do. And as you can see on the replay, Lando Norris has broken his front wing. And not only has he broken his front wing, it pushed us wide. It pushed Sainz into locking up, and now Sainz is stuck behind Lando Norris, but Norris, he's got no front wing at all. And look at this, he's so slow now. He's so slow that we almost run into the back of Carlos Sainz. Norris is that slow. And now we're going to look to go right around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Can we make it stick? We're going to have to go the long way round. Norris blocks Sainz, and around the outside of Lando Norris we go. Through we go past Norris and Sainz there, and the reason we were able to do that is because Norris had broken his front wing, and that held up Carlos Sainz. We were able to go right around the outside there of those guys, and at the end of lap 14, into the pits we come, and we're going to get off those soft tyres to go into a set of hard compound tyres, which will take us till the end of this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Into the pits we go. It needs to be a good stop by the Pulse Motorsport boys. Off go the softs, on go the hards, and look at this, we've jumped Charles Leclerc in the pit stops. Charles Leclerc got held up there by other cars coming into the pits. The likes of Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, those guys coming into the pits held up Charles Leclerc, and means we were able to jump Leclerc. And now at the end of lap 16, into the pits comes everyone else, and we are going to come out in 5th place with Sergio Perez just in front of us there. There is Perez just ahead of us, but we're going to have to settle in just behind him. But I think we've got a good opportunity here in this Grand Prix to try and find a way past Sergio Perez and take 4th place. So we've just been told that Max Verstappen has an issue with his car, and whilst he has an issue with his car, we go right around the outside of Sergio Perez. So Max Verstappen, who is leading this Grand Prix, now has a mechanical issue, and that is going to hold up the likes of Alain Prost and Fernando Alonso very poorly. And as we go to the end of lap 17, you can see here these guys are all over the back of Max Verstappen. Verstappen is going defensive, and he blocks Prost and stops Prost from finding a way past. And Verstappen, with the broken car, is still leading this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But now he's coming under threat from me and Alonso, and I'm going to get 3 for 1 into turn 1. Can we make it stick? Yes, we can. We take 3 for the price of 1. Going into turn 1, we get Verstappen and Prost and Alonso. Verstappen had the inside line on Prost and Alonso, so they could do nothing about it. But I was able to get down the inside on Verstappen because he left enough space for me to go down the inside. And because of that, we were able to fly past all 3 of them into turn 1. And we take the lead now of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And now we go all the way to lap 23. And as you can see, we've pulled up a huge advantage thanks to Verstappen going so slow with the damaged car. But as you can see, going into the final corner, we've done a Verstappen and we've crashed into the wall. We've broken our front wing. But with only 2 laps left to go and Verstappen having a damaged car, we were able, and we were comfortable enough to be able to stay out, and we win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Yes, fantastic! You just won the Grand Prix!
A sterling effort from the team and a magnificent drive to secure victory here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team will be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars. They had a lot of confidence to push their tyres hard as well, especially going into the corners, which allowed for some late braking and some exciting passes.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
So there we are. We win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And with that, I'm pretty sure we've just taken the lead in the Drivers' Championship. Of course, it's still a very, very long way to go. But with Lando Norris breaking his front wing and Charles Leclerc getting stuck behind Max Verstappen when he was struggling with his car, we have been able to, I'm sure, to take the lead in this championship. And that is great news for us. So, of course, we win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen finishes in 2nd. Alain Prost finishes in 3rd. Carlos Sainz in 4th for Ferrari. Sergio Perez 5th. Charles Leclerc down in 6th place in the end. A disaster for him. Alonso 7th. Ricciardo 8th. Hamilton 9th. And Lando Norris scores only 1 point in this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And at the end of the day, only Lance Stroll DNF'd from the race. And so with that, as I said, we've taken the lead of the Drivers' Championship. We have 42 points, and Alain Prost is in 6th place in the Drivers. In the Constructors' standings, Pulse Motorsport has taken the lead in the Constructors' Championship as well. So now, it's the moment of truth. Are we going to get the ultimate engine upgrade for the Australian Grand Prix? Let's take a look now. Are we going to get it? Yes, we did. We've got the ultimate engine upgrade. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, as always, smash the like button and comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.